Good day, my fellow interwebers. We're back with another PodVlog for July 3rd, 2016. Today we'll be reviewing a few different podcasts. BulletProof Radio, as I promised, FoundMyFitness, Healing with Dr. Daniels, Quay Radio Hour, and a reference to my own podcast, BioCharisma. So the big thing that's going on here, and it's super duper simple, it's an easy thing. It's a time-honored tradition to intermittent fast. Intermittent fasting is a term that Dave Asprey coined, but it's something that almost all the different healing modalities that I've been a part of talk about. Fasting is remarkable for your system, for your body. It gives your cells the capacity to what's known as I believe it's called upregulation, cellular upregulation. When you just allow the cells to rest and not be inundated with some sort of new input, they'll start to take care of themselves. On Dr. Daniels' podcast last week, and she always harps on this, less is usually more. The Romans, you would usually only eat one time a day. When it comes to the intermittent fasting, I take an exogenous ketone myself in the morning, which is Dave Asprey's product, the brain octane oil. And I mix it with my coffee with some grass-fed butter, and that keeps me level till about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is quite wonderful. Have a big meal about 2 o'clock, and then in the evening, have some sort of salad, bone broth, something healthy but light so I can sleep deeply. This is a big thing in learning how to be healthy, is learning how to sleep. On Dr.Rhonda Patrick's podcast, FoundMyFitness, she goes into it really deeply with her latest guests. It was a beautiful podcast talking about optogenetics, which I had never heard that term. I've now heard it twice in the last 2 days. That was also on the Quay Radio Hour, the last podcast there. The whole notion is that our circadian rhythm is controlled by light. Now, that's not such a big deal. We all kind of know that. But the big thing is, what type of light should we actually allow our body to absorb at certain periods of the day? If we absorb blue light early in the day, that's no problem. That's our circadian rhythm's natural rhythm. But if we go ahead and absorb this blue light through a television screen or through, false fluorescent lighting later in the evening, our body gets very confused and we can't actually optimize our sleep patterns. When we don't sleep well, we don't repair. We don't get the restorative, regenerative type of healing that we all need. I have, in the last week or so, gotten good sleep day after day after day after day for the first time in probably about 3 or 4 years. And I cannot tell you how much better my body actually feels, how my overall happiness is really exploded just from taking care of my sleeping patterns. So at night, once the sun goes down, I go ahead and dim the lights. I only use yellow lights. I read at night before I go to sleep. I try and limit my screen time. And I make sure that I'm eating, food that's light on my system. And I've been sleeping 8 hours uninterrupted, beautiful. I wake up, I'm refreshed, and I'm ready to tackle the next day. So all these podcasts are remarkable. Like I said, it's the BulletProof Radio. All these podcasts I'll link up in the show notes here. And I have interviewed Dr. Daniels, and I have a little link on both of our interviews from my own podcast with her. She's a remarkable lady, and she keeps pointing out time-honored, anti-fragile processes by which you can take care of yourself. So this is really good stuff. So this is Christopher Gardner signing out from Costa Rica. Hopefully you can hear all the beautiful nature sounds behind me, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow.